We're going to go over the two homework questions from chapter 1.1. The first one was problem 47. It's asking or introduces you to an idea on smokers' IQ. So again, thinking about why we do statistics, what's the process of doing it. We usually start by asking a statistical question that can be answered by, or asking a question that can be answered by collecting data. So in this case, the study was conducted. There were 20,000 18-year-old males. The goal of the study was to determine whether adolescents aged 18 to 21 who smoke have lower IQs than non-smokers. Seems like a legitimate question. How would we do that? You would collect data from two different groups. And in this case, it was found that the average IQ for smokers was 94 and for non-smokers 101. The researchers concluded that lower IQ individuals are more likely to choose to smoke, not that smoking makes people less intelligent. So think about that conclusion there. But in this problem, what is the research objective? As it states in the solution there, the research objective is to determine if adolescents who smoke have a lower IQ than non-smokers, which that was the case, but doesn't mean smoking causes lower IQ. The second question, what is the population being studied? What is the sample? Well, the population is adolescents age 18 to 21, and the sample is the 20,000 people. Again, a sample comes from a population, and in this case, the sample were military recruits. The third question, what are the descriptive statistics? And again, statistics describe, right? Describe the situation in terms of you collect data and then use that data to describe the sample or the population. So in this case, the average IQ of smokers 94 and 101. Those values describe those samples, right? And we would think that then that those samples would describe the population. And then conclusion, what are the conclusions of the study? You can see here the conclusions that individuals with a lower IQ are more likely to choose to smoke. Doesn't mean smoking causes low IQ. So think about that question. You could ask in class if you don't understand that difference there. And then number 53, there's a short article for homework you were reading there. And again, this idea of what is the research question? A question has been asked that we can answer by collecting data. The research question in this case was to determine if the season of birth affects your mood later in life. And so when were you born? Does that affect kind of some outcomes in your life later? The sample in this case were the 400 people the researcher studied. What type of variable is season in which you were born? A season is what we would call a qualitative variable as compared to a quantitative, right? So that would be a qualitative variable. It's a category versus, like in the previous problem, IQ is a quantitative variable. So keep that in mind there. And then what can be said in general about individuals born in summer and winter? Based on the article, individuals born in the summer are characterized by rapid, frequent swings between sad and cheerful, while those born in winter are less likely to be irritable. Again, that was based on the article. And what conclusions was drawn from the study? The conclusion was that season at birth plays a role in one's temperament. Whether that's true or not, maybe more study would need to be done. But those are the answers for chapter 1.1 homework.